opportunity for helping us in disseminating the information the MOVA project is advocating. And we also would like to uh, call you or encourage you to help us in collaborating with other organizations, agencies, and even institutions in order for us to have a collective efforts to create a more lasting impact to urban poor communities. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you for being part of Move Up. I think this is a good start with media. We're not really that media savvy for the longest time, in 2 years. So hopefully this will be the start of the partnership with media. I think there's a lot that media can do for pushing resilience in the Philippines, and not just for Move Up, it's really a campaign for disaster risk reduction and management in the Philippines in general. We still need a lot of partners to really move and convey what disaster risk reduction is all about and what are the gains that has been done in the last couple of years. And for Move Up, hopefully, you continue to support Move Up in terms of pushing for resilience in the Philippines. Thank you.
Yes, I would just like to thank you all for making the time and effort to come here and to listen to our story and listen to the stories of the champions. Some you heard already and some you'll hear in the afternoon. The engagement of the media is essential. It's essential. You have a lot on your plate to cover now. We have an election we're in the middle of, and there's a lot of pressure, I'm sure, from your editors and others to cover the election and come back with the story of the day. And there's no end of news in the Philippines. I would just say that in many cases there is good news to report. It's not always bad news. Often when I turn on the TV, I see a car crash or I see something or other which is kind of nasty. But there are success stories, and if you are willing to take the time to learn about what these success stories are, we're happy to help you do that. One of the reasons why your role is so critical is this. I mentioned that when we started the project, the cities we worked with really didn't have a clue what the heck we were talking about. And as Jano said, they were starting from the premise, we're fine, we have plans, don't bother us. And now over time we're starting to build a higher and common level of understanding among certain cities that yes, indeed, there's still a lot to do, and there is things we can do to make the governance of our cities more responsive to the needs of the people. The media can get that message out. There are 14 cities in Metro Manila. We've worked a lot with 3, working more with 2 more, and still, even with those cities, we have work to do to convince the councillors and the chief executives and the heads of the different functional departments that this is really worth investing in. And the media can help encourage them by reporting on successful stories and showing what changes can actually be made if we follow policies and programs like the one that Move Up is part of.
Yeah, thank you very much for your interest in this project as well. We appreciate your time spending with us, and I would also like to thank my fellow organizations and colleagues for this very interesting project. This is the essence of this project is to collaborate. So we 4 organizations will collaborate very well, and also work very well with the LGUs and the communities and the private sector organizations as well. And I think the reason we work well is because we have been implementing a number of projects in the Philippines together, at these 4 organizations, but also we bring our international expertise from 60, 70, 80, 90 countries that we work. So those experiences are very useful here in the Philippines, like such as DSLA, Belgian and loans, savings loans, associations that we do in different countries together. So all these experiences and lessons we try to implement in the Philippines, and obviously our local organization partner Accord is their experience in the Philippines, and the knowledge of the communities in the Philippines is very experienced as well. So thank you so much for very good collaboration.
Maraming salamat po. Kung may babahagi man po kami sa bahagi namin ay yung papel din ng media nga bilang tagapagsalaysay, tagapagbahagi ng mga karanasan din na naranasan namin. At ang isa sa mga pinakamalaki naming natutunan ay kung gaano kalakas din ang kapasidad ng ating mga urban poor na kadalasan ay sila ay napoportray bilang mga hopeless na mga tao, napoportray sila na sila ay mga benepisyaryo, sila ay problema, kaya dumudumi sa syudad, kaya nagkakaroon ng bara sa mga estero ay dahil sa mga urban poor at sa mga informal settlers. Pero karamihan, kung hindi lahat man, nung aming mga naging success dito sa aming proyekto, ay bunga na rin sa pagtulungan sa kanila, sa ating mga urban poor communities, at yung mismong pag-iit nila ng mas maayos na state of living para sa kanilang mga sarili at para sa kanilang mga komunidad. So malaki po ang aming pag-asa din sa pagkipagtulungan din po sa inyo bilang mga membro ng media na makita rin yung ating mga urban poor hindi lang bilang mga benepisyaryo at bahagi ng problema, kundi malaking bahagi din sa pagtulong dun sa kabuuang ikagaganda at ikapatatag ay ikagiging resilient ng ating mga syudad. Ayun.